Good morning, it's day 5. I'm still in Manila, still got a groggy voice, but I've got a flight to catch in 2 hours. I'm going down to Palawan. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm gonna have a quick tabo shower. It's freezing. I am now out of the hustle and bustle of Manila and finally on the island of Palawan. Just landed at Puerto Princesa Airport. This is where the real fun begins. So I've had Dong pick me up from the airport. He's going to take me to my Airbnb. Say hello, Dong.
Hi.
This is the only way to travel when you're on the island of Palawan. Right, I have made it to my apartment. So I've actually paid for this apartment for the full month. And my plan is I'm going to use it as a base, travel around the island. I may even go to a few other different countries, but just keep this to keep all my clothes and the bulk of my items. So I'm going to give you a tour of the apartment and I'll tell you the price in a second. I'll tell you how much I paid for this for a full month in Puerto Princesa, Philippines. So you first come in through the door. On the right hand side, we've got this lovely little shower room. Obviously, got my bucket. Fresh towels, lovely dressing gown provided. Come back out. I've got, this is an absolute game changer. A bottle of water and it'll come out cold. Like that, everyone should have one of them when they're in hot countries like this. This is my kitchen area. Got my own sink, microwave, got a stove, some pots, pans, plates and cups. There is even a rice cooker down there. I'm going to learn how to make rice properly. This is my refrigerator. I'm going to store all my clothes in here. I'm going to have a TV. The main thing I wanted is air conditioning. This thing is working beautifully. And then a big double bed. This bed is memory foam. It is absolutely, it's honestly, look at that. It's spot on. I just want to show you how I travelled here. So this bag is all I've used. I've travelled through China, I've gone through Malaysia, and I've travelled basically with 2 bags. And you probably realise by now, I've only wore this t-shirt and my other long sleeve t-shirt for the last 5 days. These are the only 2 t-shirts I've wore, but there's been a reason. So when I packed my bag, it was just way too big. I couldn't pack everything in, knowing I'm going to be gone for quite a while. So I had to vacuum bag everything in. Look at that wedge, that's right heavy. I had to vacuum pack all my clothes to make them fit. So I'm going to show you what I actually fit in this bag. So yeah, these zip bags. Put the hoover on, suck the air out, simple. And I've crammed everything into this bag. 9 pairs of shorts, 9 t-shirts, 9 socks. All this, I just come out of that little vacuum bag and it wouldn't fit inside that bag without it bulging everywhere. So that's my travel tip for you. So I've been here for 10 minutes and I've just been chatting to my neighbour and he's lent me his scooter to go and have a ride around to check out the subdivision that I'm living in. How friendly! These people are just so nice. This is the 2nd time I've ever rid a motorbike. I did tell him that. I did not tell him. Right, we're now on day 8. So, just a quick one. Day 6 and 7, I was so ill. Couldn't speak. I was just full of snot, cold, bunged up. I don't know if it was because of all the travelling. I did 4 flights in 5 days. And after consulting my doctor, ChatGPT, it did say lots of travelling in a short space of time, poor nutrition, poor sleep, which all of that relates to me, can cause your immune system to be weakened. So I was just really ill. So days 6 and 7, didn't film anything. I just ate food, chilled in front of the TV, and just relaxed to try and get this better. Right, we're now on day 8, so I'm sticking it together with this day 5 vlog. We'll make it work. Today, I've got my motorbike, so I'm going to show you the motorbike, tell you how much I paid for that. I'm going to show you the subdivision that I'm living in, explain what a subdivision is to people that have never been to the Philippines. And I've got a road trip planned to the beach, so buckle up. Let's see where we end up. So this is a scooter I've rented. It was even delivered to me. Dropped off the same day I arrived, within about an hour of me getting here to the apartment. It is 400 pesos a day, which works out at £5. So for £5 a day, I get to use this scooter anywhere on the island. And the island is massive. What is a subdivision in the Philippines? This is the subdivision I live in, so the entrance is down there, and the other end is down there. So they're not massive. This one's quite a small one. And a subdivision in the Philippines, it's basically a gated community. So there's guards 24/7 on the entrance. It makes it a lot safer for people. They have small little shops gathered around. You've got basketball courts, little playgrounds. They're often obviously a lot securer than big city areas. You don't tend to get any trouble. And it's just a sense of community when you're in here. So this is the outside of mine. That's actually my room, my balcony. And I'm paying £10 a day. That's all bills included. So I've got nothing extra to pay on top. £10 a day, and this is my base. This is where I'm going to be leaving all my items, my clothes, and coming back, and just a rucksack here and there, wherever I end up. And hopefully go and find some cheap hostels along the way, any hotels, if we end up right out in the sticks. I won't always keep coming back here. I'm going to show you some of the cheaper accommodations. So yeah, right, I'm going to drive around this subdivision and show you a few little key points of things that stand out. So straight away, this is a shop, by the way. As I mentioned, this is that first shop. And as we drive around this subdivision, you can just see how much cleaner it is. Everything's well maintained, grass is kept on top of, the plants are always looking fresh, and the people are just a lot more friendlier. Hi, morning. The whole area is gated, so you tend not to get unwanted visitors coming in here. Obviously, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but the likelihood of people coming in here that don't live here or shouldn't be here is very low. People tend to take pride in their houses, in the gardens, and it's really nice to see. So if you're ever in the Philippines, staying in a subdivision is probably the better option. So in this subdivision, it's got a basketball court. I've not seen many children playing on it. So in a previous subdivision I stayed in Manila, there was a lot of kids playing basketball. I even joined in with them. This was last year. But this year there's been nobody playing basketball. It's a very, very quiet subdivision, this one. And then this is the entrance and exit. It's gated with barriers, and there's a security guard 24/7. Thank you. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I'm driving from east to west. I had to think about that then. It's a 29-minute drive. Look at this view, boys and girls. This is what it's all about. There's just a random cow on side of road. Is that his pet? Is that his pet cow? He's took his cow for a walk. Just look at this place. Oh yeah, what a gaff. There might not even be a petrol station around here. I'm screwed if so. Don't worry, boys and girls, we've found a petrol station. How you doing, buddy? You alright?
How much, sir? How much?
Just fill it, please. Yeah.
250.
Yeah, that's fine. So 250, that's about £3 to fill tank. That should last me now. Rest at week, no joke. So £3 to fill tank up on a little scooter. Right, just got this long straight road, and that should take us to the beach.
Hello.
So cute. And we've made it, Nagtabon Beach. Hey, look at this place. What a sweet little gaff this is. See, I've messed up. I've come down in my bloody trainers, but I'm going to take them off and leave them at my bike. I'm that confident that people around here aren't going to steal them. It's not like that at all in the Philippines. Not in areas like this anyway, for sure. I'm going to leave my trainers at the scooter, and they'll still be there when we come back, because I'm going to walk around barefoot. Just going to see what I can find. I'm starving. I want to get some food, if I'm honest. So this is Nagtabon Beach, one of the first beaches that I'm going to be doing while I'm here. It's very peaceful. Very little tourism. I'm trying to find places where there's not going to be loads of other British and Europeans. I can't stand other Europeans, if I'm honest. Anyway, I want to find local beaches where there's literally only local speakers and this looks like I've hit the jackpot. There's nobody here. This is mental. This beach is beautiful. Now, if this were in England and weather were like this, it'd be absolutely rammed with chavs. I bet to locals this is just average. But yes, this is the first beach we'll come to. Need to find somewhere to eat. Not sure there is anywhere around here, if I'm honest. Breakfast secured. Grilled chicken and rice. I did have a banana milkshake, but I've absolutely necked that. Look at this for a view. It's not a bad little place to sit and eat breakfast. It is 11 AM, so I do class this as breakfast. Every meal here comes with rice. That is just normal. But yeah, I'm going to get this munched and then I'll catch up with you. I'll see how much it is in a minute for you. So I just grabbed a bottle of water to take away with it. 425 pesos, which is just over a fiver. Not bad for a big breakfast on beach. I'll never get bored of waking up to these views. There's a rate gaff up here. You probably can't even see it on camera. Top of hill right up there. Imagine living here. Views for absolute days. See, I'm not going in water today. Not until I'm 100%. I'm going to do all water sports. I'm going to have a surf lesson. Never had a surf lesson in my life. I want to do like paragliding, parasailing. I want to do every sailing possible. Just when I'm feeling it. Like, I'm just so run down still, but I'm trying to get out here and get that content. I was going to have another day or two, but I thought, nah, wallowing in my own snot. And exactly, as I said, I knew my trainers would still be there. Not that anyone wants to steal these, we're about 5 years old. But you never have to worry about anything like that around the Philippines, around islands like this anyway. I can't speak too much for the bigger cities, I don't really know how it goes down around there, but I know around these little islands, your belongings are safe. I'm going to take a ride back towards town. I just wanted to go and have breakfast at beach, see if it'd perk me up a little bit, but I'm still, it's killing me. And I can't be arsed putting my shoes back on if I'm honest. We're going to ride all the way back barefoot. Feel like a proper local then. Just, I can't imagine scraping my toes. Do you know what? If you've never rented a scooter in these Southeast Asian countries, you've got Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, where Philippines, you need to do it. One, it's so affordable. Like, you end up spending more money on tuk-tuks, taxis, whatever. Might as well get yourself a scooter, whether you're here for a week, 2 weeks, however long you're here for. Get yourself a scooter, £5 a day on average, and you can just go anywhere you want, whenever you want, and it's absolutely fun as fuck. Woo! Like, you have so much fun, it's mint, it's easy. I've rode a scooter once before I got to the Philippines this time. It's like a duck out of water. It's like I was born on a bloody scooter. Imagine I've just talked a big talk about how easy it is, and then I fall off. Oh, fucking cut to me falling off. Nah, I'm kidding, I ain't falling off. I'm jumping off. Okay. Watch out, goats! Ah! The plan now is I'm going to go and get some food. It's 8 PM. I got back from the beach and I just slept, trying to recover. Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to do so much more exciting stuff. I'm going to go to another beach where there's hopefully jet skis, parasailing, maybe a surf lesson, I don't know. I'm going to do way more stuff tomorrow. Hopefully feeling a lot better. I'm still a bit groggy, but anyway, I want to show you how cheap food is. I'm going to go and try and buy like pork barbecue or something. I'll bring you along for a ride, come on. After driving for what seemed like about half an hour, I finally found a pork barbecue. So this is what I've come for. I want some pork belly. They do chicken rotisserie here as well. But that's what I've come for. Loads of big juicy pork belly. I'm going to cook some rice when I get back to the apartment. And I don't know how much it is. You can get 2 pork belly bits for 200 pesos. It's literally £2.20. So the pork is secured. I brought it back, made some rice, and this whole meal £2.40, £2.50 at most. A very simple day. I just wanted to break down the costs of living in the Philippines. £10 a day on rent, £5 a day on a scooter. Spent a fiver on breakfast. Probably cost more than a normal breakfast just because it was at the beach. £2.40 on lunch. Honestly, less than 20 quid a day is going to cost you. But that is expensive. Like, this apartment isn't the cheapest. Could have got way cheaper in a less popular area with less amenities, a lot smaller. And again, the scooter, if you're living here full time, you probably buy one, get one a lot cheaper than just going to a rental place. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for day 9. I'm going to do way more stuff. Peace.